Going live.
7 o'clock. Bro, that's it. 7 o'clock is in
14 minutes. 7 o'clock is in 14 minutes.
Whoa, dude.
We're going to be
When
doing
you
a
get
pre-stream
old,
here.
time goes by really fast. Like, really fast.
Oh, I know. It's already at the... It's what? It's the end of June, right?
Yeah, the past
already
2 weeks went by really fast. Like,
it's crazy.
I don't like it.
It's absolutely crazy.
All right, so what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we
Well,
doing? We got
I don't-
14 minutes.
So, Ben, this is Oregon SDC round number 3, and no one's tuning in just quite yet, probably for good reason. I said that the stream is going to start at 7.
That makes sense. So people are waiting.
Yes.
So we're
people
just
are-
talking to ourselves.
Yes, we
That's
are
cool.
pretty much talking to ourselves.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is. So, this is round number 3. You're competing in this as well. How do you
I am.
think? How do you feel that you're doing?
Actually, not bad. Qualifying, I got a 41.67, so that's not too, or 41 or 43. I can't remember. It's in the low 40s, so that's not bad out of 60. So,
No, not at all.
yeah. Tell you the truth, I just like to have fun with it anyways. I mean, we're playing with toy cars, so it is fun.
What? We're officially starting at 7. That's good.
Yep.
So that is in 12 minutes.
Woo!
Call time is 12 minutes, drivers. 12 minutes.
minutes till tandems. 12 minutes.
So you switched over to an RDX, like pretty much right at the end of last season, or just...
So actually, it was beginning of last season, right before. I was kind of frustrated with the D5s because they don't hold as much angle as some of the newer chassis. So I was kind of getting deducted points, and it was kind of frustrating. So I actually talked to Chris on Team PDX, and tell you the truth, he's kind of a little bit of a mentor for me because, you know, he's a business owner.
Like Old Man Chris?
Yep, yeah. So, like, yeah, I messaged him, and I was kind of just frustrated. I was like, man, I don't want to compete. Like, it's turned into a money game, and, like, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And he's like, well, why don't you drive your RDX? And I'd had my RDX as a roller just sitting around for months. Like, I bought it just because I got it for cheap. Like, I was like, why not?
Right.
So I threw some pretty decent electronics in it. Got a Hobby Wing XP10 Pro and a D10 motor. So it's cool. Like, to be honest with you, it's a nice chassis, and I also have a forged carbon free flex deck on it. So
are you running all like completely loose on it, like super flexy, or is it as stiff as it'll go?
Oh no, it's super floaty. I have the stock RDX shocks on it. I run it mostly on the dampers, so it's just when you watch it go around the track, you'll see it hit every bump and just flopping everywhere. Especially since there's all kinds of loose crap on my car, which everyone is always really nervous if something's gonna fall off my car.
Oh, incoming Mitch. We got a Mitch behind us.
Mitch actually is one of them that is worried about things falling off my car. We were just talking about it. It gives him anxiety.
Oh, you have that anxiety too? Just
Yeah.
things falling off your car?
But
Oh, but that's like body. That's fine. What about like
Right.
actual screws, like mechanical stuff that fall off?
everything on my car is glued on, so it should stay. Chris, though, told me that it's kind of ballsy driving my body because of the fact that I could knock something off.
Well, you have a gas can on your wing.
It's glued and screwed on.
Yeah, so that gas can's not going anywhere.
No, but there are a lot of other things that could come off. I have a duck hood ornament. It could pop off. Like, here, I'll grab my car real quick and so people can see.
Let the
It's-
people see.
It's a little tattered. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. So the front bumper is not. I mean, it's on there. It really is. But it's yeah. And then yeah. The
like
little
we're in
duck.
It's like we're at a pro-am tour.
Right.
Definitely not any
Right.
professional.
And yes, there's a Ford emblem on my Toyota. That's glued, so it won't come out. There's a soda can on my drag wing. This camera is weird. It's backwards.
Oh, jeez. Don't show that.
Oh yeah, there's naughty things on this car. My bad, I forgot.
Random factoid, you guys. This is for everyone at the track as well. Believe it or not, let's see. We don't have any MD1s, MD2s, DC10s, ST2s, RD1s, RD2s, regular YD2s. Let's see. MC2s.
There's
Oh.
only one
Wait.
shark out there?
Someone reported wrong. Because I know that James... Wait. Hey, someone get James. James, come here. Mitch, can you go get James? Because I heard James was driving a Golem.
I thought so too.
That's what he said to me. So
We're gonna
once we
find
know for
out.
sure, then we'll change some numbers here. Is James? James, are you driving a Golem or your RDX? Oh,
he's
you
driving
lied.
an RDX.
You lied. You told me you were driving your Golem. Golem's not ready yet. You want to say hi?
This is James.
Back from Japan.
I gotta remember the camera's backwards. So
Okay, so if he's driving an RDX, check this out. We have 29.4% RDXs. That's 5 RDXs out of 17 entries. 1 MC1, 2 Sharks, 1 Merlin. Merlin. Let's see, what else do we got? 2 ST 2.0s and 5 GRKs. So the GRK number is, like, extremely big this
I
time.
would say the GRKs are definitely getting up there in popularity. Looks like GRK and RDX are the 2 main chassis now, to be honest with you.
It's interesting because, like, if you would have asked me what like 2 or 3 years ago about GRK, no one would have probably had GRK at the top of their mind at all.
I didn't even know what GRK was until like a month ago, to be honest with you.
Well, for like the longest time, it seemed like
yeah.
GRK was just like a plastic tub TTO2.
Yeah.
But now, man, it's kind of like how what are they? VW got a hold of like the Lamborghini like designer, like how all their
yeah.
cars just started looking good. Them and Audi.
Dude, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that was Audi, or no, that was Kia. They stole the designer from Audi, and that's how their cars all of a sudden just 1 year became amazing looking.
Right? No joke. Like all the new Kias on Hyundai, like Korean marketplace right now, outside the whole like start your car with a USB thing, like they're looking good. They're
Yeah.
looking modern.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't-
they're I mean, and the prices are still decent. That's nice.
Right, because it's still a Kia. It's still a Hyundai.
Yeah.
Let's see. So today we have a total of 17 drivers. Just for the drivers out there, it is 6 minutes till 7. Make sure that you have some batteries charged. Getting ready to get those tandem battles up and going. We got a Jose here. Jose's
Jose,
over here.
come say hi, bro.
What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight?
What's good? What's good with Jose?
It's going, dude.
Dude, everything's great. Life's amazing. Yeah, just glad to be here.
Any new news?
Yeah, there's some stuff there, but you know, we'll keep it off. We'll keep it off the webs for now.
Stuff, and
Dude,
stuff.
Jose is like rubbing my shoulder. Are
I
you
was
like
gonna say, bro, you're cozy, dude.
Hey,
are you a little bit buzzed?
no, not at all. No. I'm just glad to be here with you guys.
He is a little something, but that's my fault.
What happened there? Stay there, okay?
Yeah, anybody that comes around me ends up a little something. So
Random plug here. We do drift. So RC Drift Talk streams Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wow, I need to breathe. Pacific Standard Time. So, if you are into the RC Drift world, and that's something that you're interested in, and like, and you want to be on the show, just tune in. Tune in. Message me. Message Logan. Message DJ. We'll all get you a spot on the show. You don't really have to be like a super duper person in terms of like professional driver or sponsored owner or anything like that. We just want to hear your story.
yeah, it's we all just enjoy drifting, and yeah, it's just fun to talk about. We're a bunch of nerds and just having fun with toy cars, dude.
Okay, so as we're getting closer and closer here, let's take a look at some stuff. So we got the ladder bracket here. First up, we got Mitch versus Jose. Hey, Mitch, how you feel about that? You feeling good? Feeling strong?
I was gonna say I talked to him about it already. I think they're gonna be having some fun. Oh, look at that, wobbly wobbly.
Oh, what happened to our security cam footage? Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Oh no, that was the wireless cam too.
All right, go have fun, Mitch.
Uh-oh, that camera might be having problems. Oh, that camera's definitely having problems.
It's glitchy.
So I'm gonna take a look at that before we get going. But first round we got Mitch versus Jose, and then we got Jake. Jake in round 2.
It'll be whoever wins between Mitch and Jose.
Yep. And then let's see, we got Seth versus Galen, Chris versus Thomas, DJ versus Lance, Joey versus Alex, Josh versus Vitaly, James versus Andrew, Spencer versus Ben.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, me and Spencer both. Spencer drives a new D6 with a belt drive. I've driven it. It's not bad.
Wait, that's a D6?
It is.
He's driving a D6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
So the best part is, so we both drive Mark II Chasers. So big bodies, like, yeah, it's cool.
Well, that's really interesting because I know that he has a ST 3.0.
Yeah.
I wonder when that changed.
Yeah.
He might have just got bored with it.
I was
Drives
gonna
too
say,
good.
yeah, he got the D6 a few months back, and to tell you the truth, I've driven it. It's pretty cool. It's, I don't know, it's kind of a mix between like an SD and a Golem.
Hey, so you know what's good? What's up? Hope you all having a good round 3. Yes, we are.
Getting started.
The benefit is that we're not California and we only have 17 entries, so it'll be pretty fast.
But we are starting in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute till tandems.
Well, realistically, it's 1 minute till they start lining up cars.
Yeah, 1 minute till they clear the track.
So it might be like another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what's up? You're not here. You're in PDX. Like, what are you doing?
Chris, what? Yeah, I was like, aren't you here?
Oh, you're heading to Hobbytown for the final drive. You know, that is pretty sad. So the hideout, the track over there, their drift section's getting pulled out.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's kind of odd at the same time, though, because we heard that they upgraded it like a week ago.
No, I think they were, well, just track changes. I don't think they mentioned any upgrades.
Well, who we were talking to said that they did. They like upgraded a few things, changed the track layout, and like made it nicer. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. Like, kind of odd, to be honest with you. It sucks, to be honest with you, at the same time, because, I mean, options are nice for other drivers. Not everybody wants to drive to this side of town. Some people, I mean, just like, to be honest with you, I don't want to drive to that side of town.
So let me switch cameras here. We'll go over here. And we'll go ahead and put some, there we go. So this is track view. And I still got to go fix that camera. So I'm going to leave it here for now. It is 7 o'clock. Drivers, I think it's safe to say that the track is closed. Go ahead and check your batteries, get fresh batteries, all that fun stuff.
Talk to Judd real quick. I'll be back.
I'm going to mute some mics and go check the camera. I'll be back.
Track is closed. Track is closed. All right, guys. Everybody remember to change your batteries. Put fresh batteries in. Then bring your car to the track. Giant Hot Wheels. Whee! Jose, get your car out here. Jose. I can see him right there. Right freaking there, man.
I've had one. I've had one for 90% of the bill. Well, we told him that. I'd be doing really good for D6.
It's on.
Apparently, Spencer's driving a D6. Ben's a liar. Stop.
I've always been interested in this type of stuff.
Well, come say hi.
Not that I didn't talk, so don't. Yeah, it looks good.
Actually.
Well, here you go. We've got Thomas on the microphone, you guys. Oh, you're tiny.
Tiny.
Oh, that hurt. Hey, Charlie, what's good? According to Chris, they just painted the floor. Yeah, space is costing more than it brings in, sadly. Going to slide with John and Mitch. Gotcha. Well, that's good. Yeah, so one of the PDX tracks is closing down. Well, it's not closing down. They're just closing the drift portion of it.
Okay.
So it is what it is, unfortunately.
Luckily, not this location.
For now, yeah. Okay.
For now.
Things are good.
Come on,
Things
things
are
are
good.
good.
Well, I mean,
Let's make it good.
well, that's the thing. We do need to make it good, right?
Yeah,
Everybody needs, like, in the PDX area, does need to come and support this track. And as best as they can, because without that local support, the track's going to die. You can only sell so many parts. You can only, like, have so many people come come to the track. Speaking of which, August 8th, 9th, and 10th, that's 2 Drift, 2 Drift, 2 Death. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Maybe it's like every day that I can't talk. Oh well. But August 8th
We all good to go?
10th is 2 Drift, 2 Death. So we've got some big names coming up. We've got some... It's going to be a pretty packed house is what it's going to be.
Adam, we good?
Yeah, we
Cool.
good.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You probably... Interesting.
Ready. What?
Yeah.
Should I do that? Oh, hey. Jake getting a little handsy there.
Oh, let me go ahead and get into...
All right. We
Camera
all good to
moving.
go, guys? Round 3 SDC tandems. We got Mitch and Jose
Oh, Crystal's probably
All right, we got
playing
Mitch
around
in
with
the
camera
lead.
because
Jose in the chase.
I messed with it. I made it better,
Drivers, are you ready?
but probably not
Judges, are you ready? Wait for tone.
Gonna be good.
All right, here we go. Coming out the gate, we got Mitch in the lead. Hitting that first zone. Snappy with that transition. Nice angle all the way through that first zone. Jose coming in right on that door, though. Jose throwing it out of the line just a little bit coming into that second zone, trying to keep up with Mitch. Mitch throwing it really nice in that can into that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Keeping that momentum nice and smooth, hitting all those zones real deep all the way across the finish. Very nice.
Hold on, I need to go fix the camera.
All right, all right, all right. Drivers ready. Let's make sure the cameras are all good. Let Adam get off the track. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. This time we got Jose coming out of the gate with the lead. Whoo, nice fucking snappy coming out real quick in that first zone. Big angle all the way through that first zone. Mitch right there on his bumper coming out of that first zone. Big angle from Jose into the second zone, coming around into the can, hitting that can into the inside clipping point. Nice angle, very smooth all the way through. But Mitch right there on his door all the way through that fourth zone into the last zone. Big angle from Jose all the way across the finish. Woo, that was good. Yeah.
And now we'll
Good
see
job, guys. Hell yeah, dude. Good job from both of you, dude.
Loading. Who's gonna win, Mitch or Jose?
That was a good one, guys. Good job for the first round of tandems. Judges are deliberating. That was definitely a good round. Yeah, that tile is
Yeah. Here, hold this for a second.
While we're waiting, just a reminder, this is Oregon SDC round number 3 here in Portland, the PDX area. So if you're interested, come into PDX. It's about, what, a 20-minute drive from the airport. A little bit farther from our boy Thomas here.
A lot farther.
I was saying 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. I know we talk about this like every single time. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah. About 4
we
hours,
got
especially with
Mitch
traffic
moving
today.
on. All right. Next round, we're gonna have Mitch and Jake. Good job, Jose. That was good, dude. For real. That was close.
Well, let's see.
All right, who we got next? Who we got next? Isn't it? Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah. Seth and Galen. Sorry, my bad. Oh, that's right. Yep. I hate that it does that. Cool. All right. Seth and Galen. We got Seth in the lead. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Oh, I got the finger. All right, judges are ready. Wait for tone. Oh. All right, here we go. We got Seth coming out of the gate with the lead. Nice and snappy into that first zone. Galen right there on his door all the way through that zone. Good angle from both drivers. Hitting that touch and go. Coming into that second zone. Seth throwing it nice and deep. Keeping it deep all the way through that second zone. Hitting the can in that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Oh, little stall almost. And coming into that last zone. Galen made a little bit of contact. That contact might have been Seth's fault, though. Good job, guys. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Galen this time coming out of the gate with the lead. Nice and snappy into that first zone. Seth right there on his door, though, all the way through that zone. Ooh, a little bumper contact coming out of that first zone right before the touch and go. Nice and smooth for both drivers in that second zone, all the way through into the can, hitting that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Galen, nice and smooth, nice angle, keeping his momentum all the way through into the last zone. Ooh, that proximity from Seth, though. Good job, guys.
And they're keeping it tight. That was let's see, that was Washington versus Canada right there. Yeah, did you know that? We got Oregon, we got Washington, and we got Canada boys here.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
It's great turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I was also saying that it's pretty awesome the fact that since we don't have like.
All right, next up we have Chris and Thomas. Chris will be in the lead. Thomas will be in the chase.
Good luck, Thomas. I'm just going to remove myself from the corner.
All right, Galen's moving on. Good job, both drivers. Okay, again, we have Chris and Thomas up next. Chris in the lead, Thomas in the chase. I said that.
Okay, we've got an Azada Merlin versus
Chris's
MS.
blurry front wheels, man. They're tripping me out. And they move this way, too. Whoa, that one's spinning. It's moving. It's vibrating so much that it's actually spinning, dude. That's cool. He's like, no, it's cool. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Chris coming out of the gate with the lead. Coming in that first zone. Nice and deep all the way through that first zone. Nice angle as well. Thomas right there on his bumper coming in that touch and go. Woo, that was pretty close coming on that line in that second zone. Hitting the can into that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Chris with nice angle, super deep through both those zones into the last one. And Thomas right there on his door all the way across the finish. Very nice, guys. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. This time, Thomas coming out of the gate with the lead into that first zone. Coming in with the initiation, nice and deep and smooth all the way through that zone. Chris right there on his door, though. Into the second zone. Oh, no, Thomas throwing a little over that line through that second zone. Trying to keep it smooth in that inside clipping point. Chris right there on his door with a nice proximity on the chase. All the way through across the finish. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, we got Chris moving on. Good job, Chris and Thomas. Next up, we have DJ and Lance. DJ in the lead, Lance in the chase. What? No. I mean, you can if you want. It's your shop. I have no idea. Oh, he's right there. He's just hiding. He's just hiding. Yeah, I was gonna say his car is literally camouflaged. I'm like, where'd his car go? Alrighty. DJ Lance, are you guys ready? All right, judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got DJ coming out of the gate, hitting that initiation, that first zone, nice and deep all the way through that first zone. Lance playing a little bit of catch up into that touch and go, coming to that second zone, a little shallow into that first zone or that second zone from DJ, into the inside clipping point, into the fourth zone, nice and smooth to that fourth zone. Lost a little bit of momentum right for that last zone, all the way across the finish. So very nice, good job, guys. All right, drivers are ready, judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Lance this time coming out of the gate, hitting that initiation in the first zone. Good coming into the first zone, but left it, unfortunately, very early. Nice and snappy into the second zone, staying in the zone, feeling it really well. Good angle as well, hitting the can into the inside clipping point. DJ right there on his door all the way to the fourth zone. Coming through that last zone, nice and deep all the way through it, all the way across the finish. Good job, guys. Don't be afraid to talk and cheer on while we're having fun out here, guys. Doesn't have to be crickets the whole time.
Doesn't have to be crickets, he says.
How you doing, Adam?
Oh, I'm doing good.
All right. Oh, looks like the judges are going to the cameras. I'm not allowed in that room, so we will find out in a minute.
But Ben, you can come over here.
I'm going to come in there now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm falling. It's cool. The chair turned on me.
So check this out. We've got a new view here. So we got the judges' cameras here. Now we're not able to deliberate, but they're deliberating in that room right now.
Yeah. So the cameras for the judges are actually in a completely separate room that no one else is allowed in but them. No drivers, nothing.
Yep.
Not even me.
Not even Ben.
Even though, yeah, I'm a driver, but
Oh, remember what happened last time? You got the finger.
I got fingered, bro.
No,
not in a
you
good
got
way.
the finger. You know what's interesting? On Thursday's stream, I actually had to put a different monetization filter on because there were so many F-bombs in that.
And I wasn't there.
You weren't there, no.
What?
It was it was such a good stream though. It was super fun.
Yeah, man, I have tried really hard to not cuss while we do this live streams, because anyone that knows me knows that I will cuss. I won't even know it. So
No, I do think that I did see some contact. I didn't know if it was coming from DJ's side, but it was Lance leading and DJ following. So I think that's going to be where they're going to be looking for.
yeah, definitely. I would say DJ had a good lead and chase for sure. There was definitely a point where I think it was Lance.
Oh, we have Kayla out.
Oh, hold on. Nope. They lied to us.
They lied.
And Chris is talking about his bald spot he is very embarrassed about, apparently.
So While we're waiting here, just a reminder: this is Oregon SDC round number 3 here at Portland at Drift PDX. As far as events go, August 8th through 10th is going to be our 2 Drift 2 Death. So if that's something that you're interested in, come check it out. It's going to be a hoot. Yes, I said hoot. It'll be fun. Man, the power of cameras.
So, it's kind of funny because for people that don't know, we have a screen right these bodies right here. If you follow them out here, there's a TV screen a little further out, and we actually have all these cameras, the security cameras, and they're watching the replay over and over and over. Well, they're talking about it. They have no idea what the call is.
What, Jay? Oh.
We're in the way, apparently.
Just a reminder, Jake, that's not for your judging pleasure.
Our faces are in the way, and Jake did not like it.
Dude, Jake's even wearing glasses for this, man.
Hey, to be honest with you, Jake, you look pretty good with glasses on, bro.
Too bad they're not the Ray-Bans. Where are the Meta glasses?
Oh. All right. Here we go. What are we doing? Oh, we're going one more time. All right. DJ in the lead, Lance in the chase. All right. Our drivers are ready. Our judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. DJ coming out of the gate with the lead. Nice transition in that first zone. Keep filling the zone all the way through. Lance right there on his door, coming through that touch and go into the second zone. DJ missing the first part of the second zone, unfortunately. Hitting that can into the inside clipping point. Oh, no, there's contact from Lance into the inside clipping point. Coming through that fourth zone into the last zone. Nice and deep all the way through into the finish. Good job, guys. All right, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. Oh, wait, we got a finger from the judges. Hold on. Oh, we're good. All right, wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Lance this time with the lead coming out of the gate, hitting that transition in the first zone. Not filling the zone quite as much as he'd probably like to. Coming through that touch and go into. Oh no! Completely throwing it out into that second zone. DJ right there on his door though, into that inside clipping point, into the fourth zone. Coming through that last zone and across the finish. Good job, guys. Good job, DJ and Lance. Next up, we have Joey and Alex. Joey in the lead, Alex in the chase. All right, and DJ is moving on. Good job. Joey and Alex. Joey lead, Alex chase.
just for a preview for Thursday, coming this Thursday, we've got Josh with Ideal Auto Factory coming on stream. So that'll be a fun one to watch. Come and join us Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
All right. Drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Joey coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that first transition into the first zone. Filling the zone really nice all the way through. Good angle as well. Alex right there on his door all the way through that zone. Bumper to bumper in the transition. Joey nice and smooth through that second zone, filling the entire thing, hitting the can, coming into that touch inside clipping point, filling the entire inside clipping point and the fourth zone into the last zone and across the finish. Good job, guys.
Man, it looks like Alex is struggling with those transitions. A little bit slow.
Got a mechanical timeout real quick.
Notice the pink socks.
All good? All right. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Alex this time coming out of the gate with the initiation in the first zone. Good angle coming in the first zone, leaving the zone a little early, a little shallow there. Coming through in that second zone, filling the second zone really nice all the way through, hitting the can into that inside clipping point, dropping one tire, but keeping that inside one in. Joey right there. Ooh, a little contact from Joey into that last zone. Not sure who's going to be at fault for that one. Good job, guys. Got the judges going to the cameras for that one. We're going to probably see if Alex slowed down in the transition before the last zone where Joey made contact.
Yo, Josh, what's
But
up?
we will see.
And here we go, another fun judge replay.
I don't know. What do you think? You think that's what the judges are deliberating right now on camera, seeing if the contact right before that last zone from Joey was Alex's fault or Joey's fault?
You know, I wasn't really actually paying attention to
That's
all
okay.
of that. Well, no. Like, as far as like lead for lead, I do think that Joey had the stronger lead. As far as follows go, I do think that Joey did have a stronger follow as well. If there was any contact, I didn't really see that. However, at the same time, like as far as like, if I were to just judge the car, car versus car, Joey's car looked a lot more contained, a lot more like aggressive in the tandem itself. The transitions were nice and snappy. Alex looked like it had a little bit of trouble, a little bit slow on those transitions.
So on the live as well. So yeah, Alex's car actually was having the red one. Okay. So yeah, Alex's car was actually having gyro issues on his chase. So yeah, his chase was definitely a little fumbly. But yeah, and Joey was very smooth. But right before the last zone, Joey made contact. But I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention enough to know if Alex slowed down or if Joey just gave it too much.
Gotcha. It's a good thing that that's not my job.
So, yeah.
I can just talk about it all day long.
So let's see. It's on here right now. So it will be right of where the red or the yellow T is by the trophies is where he made contact. So it's going to be right here, right there. Oh, of course.
What I don't like about the camera system is like when they're all four on the screen, it's kind of like, which one do you look at?
Right.
Oh.
So
too
Alex
many.
could almost drop. But is he out though, or is he on the line still?
Right.
Because he could be still on the line. If you're not off the line, if you're
He's
touching
still
the
in.
line-
He's still in.
Yeah. So, but then, what
But
I'm looking for is actually.
It doesn't matter though, because he's already like too far forward in that clipping zone.
That's true.
So
Because front bumper is.
Yeah, like,
that's what they go
He's
for.
too far forward. He's basically clipping that like.
But then Joey made contact, so I wonder if it's going to be a one more time, because they both made an error.
But like.
Oh,
He's on the line. He's on the line. It's just he's so far forward in that clipping zone.
Hold
I don't
on,
see
keep going,
contact
keep-
here though.
No, so it's gonna be after the fourth zone, right at the T. Yeah, everyone is very much talking about this right now. But Alex did do a pretty good job of correcting and keeping it from going out. To be honest with you, because if you look right there, he just goes kind of straight at that point. Everybody is really
Oh my
talking
God.
about this one right now. Like, even Alex, the one that we're talking about in the pink car, he's out there talking about.
The
Everybody is
commentary.
laughing and smiling, though, just so y'all know.
The
Okay,
commentary
so
about this.
I want to see, though, the contact right here where the T is from Joey.
Here, let me take that out.
Okay.
Man, I wish they could control the saturation or the
Right.
exposure on those cameras. It's up too high.
Okay, so it's going to be over here.
Oh. No, so on this one, so on that
These guys are having way too much fun out
it's
here.
funny because
Right
like
there.
everything that they see on stream, they're seeing it like 5 seconds behind us.
Yeah. So yeah, that contact right there, though, where the T is before the last zone from Joey. I'm curious if that was Joey's fault or Alex's fault, because Alex might not have gotten up to angle quite enough, and Joey might have just hit the rear end of his car.
I mean,
because of it.
technically, if Alex wasn't at angle, that would mean that he wasn't slowing down unless he was slowing down intentionally.
That's true. No, we'll see though. But yeah, I'm feeling that contact, and also that tire drop as well. Like that was that was pretty out
So
there.
okay, so look.
Okay.
So Alex's follow is so shallow in that big clipping point.
He was but he was also, like I said, he was having gyro issues at that point.
Oh yeah,
too.
that's true. That's true.
So yeah, because he actually took a timeout after his chase run to fix his gyro.
It's tough. These are tough. They need a bigger screen in the judges' room. They're only working on like a 40 inch
Only a 40-inch.
and 720p at that.
Yeah. They are still in there, I think.
Here, I can.
Yes, they are.
I'll take away the.
They're still in there.
Maybe. I still like
Tier
that.
2 out again. Jake is just out there heckling Alex right now, but it's all in fun. Oh, right there, Alex went 2 out on his chase.
That's got to be 2 out.
That was definitely 2 out. That had to be 2 out in that chase right there in the 4th zone. That was way wide. But like I said, yeah, he was having issues.
Hey, Alex, what servo driver are you running?
550, I believe.
Hey, Propo. Go Propo.
Okay.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, he's got a 550 gyro, and he turned it on, and it wasn't flat when he turned it on. The car wasn't flat.
Yeah.
So
New,
yeah, that was the
noobish
exact
mistakes.
issue I was telling Adam about. So yeah, he drove like shit in his chase because his gyro wasn't reacting right. So
Exactly. Yeah.
So Jake,
Yeah.
what are you seeing?
What? Narrow it down. What I'm seeing a lot.
everything.
And what am I looking at right now? A lot of wiring. This looks like an absolute disaster over here. I wish you guys. I'm gonna take a photo, put it in Discord,
it's
so we can
pretty
roast
gnarly,
Adam's
dude,
workbench
like-
next week on Thursday.
No. Okay, whatever. You can't roast my impromptu setups here.
Roast my live stream workbench.
Tell you the truth though, it's pretty cool. I won't lie. Like if you're not into
I like
stuff,
that-
you're gonna be like, whoa.
I like that we can now watch what the judges are looking at, even though you don't hear, what they're talking about. You guys can kind of figure out and pick up on what they're looking at.
I don't know. It's so fun
did
to
they make a
listen to you
verdict?
guys because like you see it like a full 5 seconds after we see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Would
So-
you okay, time out. So would that potential 2 out on Alexander on the inner clip?
It's not a potential. I do think that it was a guaranteed 2 out.
You think it was?
Yeah,
I,
and then on his chase, he also went 2 out in the 4th zone. His
Yeah,
whole rear end
yeah.
was completely out.
I was just
so.
looking at the inner clip. Well, we were looking at it up there, and I was like, that's a really hard one to call.
Dude, it was close. But
Yeah,
it's like that's
yeah.
2 out.
What do you
right?
think?
Yeah.
Because like the entire front bumper was way over the.
Well, yeah, but we're looking at the tires though. If
It's
the
the tires.
we go off the tire. You can hang the bumper wherever you want, but it's
But-
the actual physical tire that needs to be on the other side of the tape.
If the edge of the outside edge of your tire is still on the line, are you out?
No.
So he was technically in.
Yeah, and that's what I
Yeah.
told Alex. I literally said, I was like, 60% of your tire is on the other side of the tape where it's out of bounds, but your edge where you're riding on is right on that tape
yeah.
line, and you're in.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
what
we got
I
a
was
verdict.
saying,
Wow.
too.
Who was it?
I heard Alex.
Oh, okay. Judges are back.
I'm gonna hand this back.
Thanks, Jake.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you just. Yeah.
We were actually debating
Yeah. So they're replaying the replay of the replay on the live stream. So this is great. Yes, in the meantime. Right.
Even though sometimes it's like, I don't want to see that.
Right. But it's true. It's like hearing your voice on a recording or like watching yourself on a video. Like it hurts so much when you review that.
But the whole goal between these cameras is to make everyone just 100%.
Right, right. So check this out. So here we are. We're on Joey versus Alex next, and then we got Josh versus Vitaly. Then James versus Andrew, Spencer and Ben. Yeah, so all of these we got really, really killer battles. Like really strong first round.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
When I was lining up all the cards, I told James, I was like, oh wow, these are going to be a lot of good battles. So far, they have been, honestly, even Mitch and Jose, that was a quick one too.
Right.
They both got so much better.
No one can hear you probably. That's okay. But yeah, apparently tonight is like the last night of the hideout for drifting. So that's why they're over there. Oh, now they're complaining about ads. You know, Judd could fix that by subscribing to YouTube Premium.
This place doesn't make that kind of money.
Well, I don't make that kind of money either. Yo, Mitch, what's up? Other Mitch, not local Mitch. Let's go to here.
Canadian David Chan?
Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, Charlie's in there.
Unfortunately, Charlie, that's not how it works.
That's such a Charlie comment. Yeah. So, I think if we get one more wireless camera set up, but it has to be this one, because that one was giving me a little bit of grief earlier. That one's just more expensive. But then, like, all of the cameras, we could just move at any given time.
All right, we have Alex moving on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So He did not drop the 2 tires actually in the 4th zone. That inside tire stayed. Yeah, so it was the contact from Joey, unfortunately. And it didn't, to me, it didn't look like Alex slowed or anything, like in the transition. So,
Okay, well, judge's call, right? Judge.
but
it's judge's
this
call.
is my opinion. Yeah, this is all my opinion. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yep. All right, next up we have Josh and Vitaly. Josh will be in the lead, Vitaly in the chase. All right, guys. We all good to go. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Josh in the lead coming out of the gate. Hitting that transition in the first zone. Missing the first zone, unfortunately, but good angle all the way through that corner. Vitaly right there on his door all the way into that inside clipping point. Oh, no. Josh throws it out of the second corner, unfortunately. Into that inside clipping point. Hitting that 4th zone. Vitaly right there on his door all the way through to that last zone and across the finish. Good job, guys. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Vitaly this time coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone. Filling the zone very nicely all the way through. Good angle as well. Josh right there on his door all the way through the zone. Bumper to bumper in the transition. Woo! Throwing it nice and deep into that second zone. Josh throwing it a little bit deep. Not sure if he threw both tires out. In that inside clipping point in the 4th zone. Vitaly keeping nice momentum all the way through. A little shallow, a little not as deep through that last zone, but keeping it nice and tight. Good job, guys. All right, waiting for the judges. While we're waiting for the judges, we have James and Andrew next. James in the lead, Andrew in the chase. All right, we got Vitaly moving on. Josh did drop 2 out, unfortunately, but it was a good run from both drivers. Good job, guys.
If you guys are interested in looking at the bracket with us, that is pinned to the chat there. Challenge.com / drift
All right,
PDX
James and Andrew.
/ drift PDX 03.
James leading, Andrew chase. Yep.
Oh, it's the battle of the GR86s.
All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. James coming out of the gate with the lead into the transition in the first zone. Not filling the zone as much as he'd probably like to, but nice angle all the way through. Andrew right there on his door, all the way through the zone in the inside clipping point. Looked like Andrew might have dropped 2 out right before the second zone. James filling that second zone nicely, though, all the way through into the inside clipping point, filling the 4th zone well. Andrew right there on his door, all the way through that last zone across the finish. Good job, guys. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Andrew coming out of the gate this time with the lead in the transition of that first zone. Filling the zone very nice. Filling that whole zone with a good angle all the way through. James right there on his door all the way through that first zone in the touch and go. Andrew with nice angle through that second zone as well. Filling the zone into the inside clipping point. James right there on his door in that fourth zone and into the fifth. Coming through all the way across the finish. Very nice. All right. It sure is. It's me and Spencer next. All right. I'm going to give the microphone to Chris.
Uh-oh, Chris is gonna commentate. Watch out. Pro level snowboarding judge here. Hey, Chris,
Yo,
where'd those shirts come from?
I made this.
Can you make me one, but just like the Drift PDX on the front?
Just the front patch.
No, so
Oh,
like,
the big
what's on the
emblem?
back on the front?
Yes. What color?
That same color. I
Pink?
dig that. Hmm.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, boys, line it up. No warming up tires. We don't do that here.
Oh, burn tunes, burn tunes. Who is who?
Okay. We got Spencer leading. Ben with the chase. Let's have a good, clean fight here, boys. Ben, straighten out your car. We are still waiting for the judges to render a verdict. That is straight enough, Ben. That body is so crooked, I couldn't tell you if it was exactly straight or not.
One looks good, the other not so much.
Clean version, smash version. We don't have the replay up, so I can't tell you exactly what the judges are looking at, but they're definitely taking a look at the previous run. Andrew and James had a great battle.
Oh, do you want to come look at it, Chris?
Oh,
You
yeah.
Come over here.
Okay. See what they're flipping through some screens.
I'm curious of what they're looking at or looking for.
Well, they're currently looking at nothing.
No, I mean, it's the start of it, right?
Okay. See what they're looking at here. Going into the first turn.
So a lot of people just super shallow in the follow, like on that first. Wow, lost for words. Sweeper. It's called a sweeper.
Yeah, sweeper.
The big one.
Well, I can tell you driving chase on that sweeper coming into that first zone. You're really watching the lead driver's initiation, and you do tend to lose a car length or two, and you're trying to make it up.
Do you think it's like lack of commitment trying to go into that corner though?
I think the lead driver obviously knows exactly how much commitment they're going to put into it, and if you're not comfortable anticipating that, then yes, you're a little apprehensive. At least that's what it is for me. And then, you're got to make up a little ground.
Right. You just don't want to send it because you don't know what the lead driver is gonna do.
Well, I tried that last week or the week before last and ended up bodying somebody.
That poor Merlin.
Oh, I see what they're looking at.
Oh, we're trying for two
Yeah.
out. Okay.
It does appear from my vantage point that is 2 out, but I am not a judge, only can render my opinion. So we do have a verdict from the judges. So James will be moving on. So that was 2 out. Judges are calling that 2 out. Does look pretty conclusive from my vantage point as well.
Well, so going back to it, we're going to the brackets here. So
Okay.
Spencer versus Ben.
Ben's looking pretty hyped up. He's doing a little dance. Okay, Ben. Okay. Okay, Judd's giving me the thumbs up. Looking across the track to our other judges, they look like they're more than ready. So, driver's ready, judges ready. Wait for tones. All right, and we're off. Spencer coming out with a good initiation, filling that first zone up pretty well. Ben right there in the chase. Hit the touch and go. Spencer gets it nicely. Also deep into the big sweeper. Ben's going to make up a little ground here, moving into our inside clip. And he's right there with him. All right, Spencer into that last zone. Super deep. Ben's right there, tight. Nice. Good job, guys.
And just a
All
correction.
right. Time for Ben's lead.
Spencer is actually driving a ST 3.0, just like I originally thought.
All right, Judd, we good. All right. Judges ready. Drivers ready. Wait for tones. And we're off. Ben initiating into the first zone. Little shallow on entry, but fills it up nicely. Spencer is right there. Just passing the touch and go into the big sweeper. Ben, nice and deep. Pulls out a little early into the inside. Spencer is just wheel to door. Creating a little gap. Ben super deep in that last zone. Good job, guys. Little chaser on chaser crime. Judges are having a quick chat. So lining up next, we will have Jake and Mitch.
Hey, Trey, what's up?
All right, we got Spencer moving on. Next, we have Jake and Mitch. Jake, you will be leading first.
Thank you, sir. All right. Next up, we have Jake and Mitch. See, we got Jake in the lead and Mitch in the chase. So I'm going to double check. Yes, sir. All right. I lost. Thank you.
Oh my
Good
god.
I'm good at losing.
I lost. Oh.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing. All right, you guys ready? Everybody good? Drivers ready? Are we messing with the rumble strip? Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Jake coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone. Mitch a little slow coming out of the gate, but catching up in that first zone. Both good angle all the way through into that touch and go. Oh no, Mitch throws it out, unfortunately, hitting the rumble strip before the second zone. Jake, nice angle through that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Hitting the transition in the last zone and across the finish. Good job, guys. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Mitch coming out of the gate with the lead this time, hitting that transition into the first zone, missing the first part of the zone, but filling the rest of it. Jake right there on his door, all the way to that zone, making a little bit of contact, bumper to bumper, right before the touch and go, but nothing substantial. Mitch with good angle, filling that zone all the way through the second zone, hitting that inside clipping point, keeping that tire in. Jake right there on his door, though, all the way through. Ooh, a little tire contact to that last zone from Jake. Nice. Good job, guys. That was a good one, guys. All right, next up, we will have Chris and DJ. Jake is moving on. Good run, though, from both drivers. Chris and DJ. Chris in the lead, DJ in the chase. Fast feet. Drive safe, buddy. Yeah, you too.
Later.
All right. Have some drivers leave real quick. Hitting the road for that long drive. All right, Chris. Dude. Whoa, Chris has got sweaty palms, dude. Bro, Chris and his car are nervous, dude. Like, all right. Drivers are ready. Oh, shit. All right. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Chris coming out of the gate with the lead. Nice initiation in that first zone. DJ right there on his door all the way through the zone. Both cars filling the zone nice and full all the way through. Nice angle coming in that second zone. Chris filling the whole zone. Hitting that can. Yeah. Coming to that inside clipping point, filling the whole zone as well. DJ right there on his door through the fourth zone and the fifth zone all the way across the line. Woo! Good job. Shaw, dude. All right. Drivers ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got DJ coming out of the gate with the lead this time. Hitting that first initiation into the first zone. Dragging that wall almost all the way through that zone. Whoo, man, that was good. Throwing it deep into the second zone. Chris right there on his door, making a little bit of contact. Nothing substantial, though. Into that inside clipping point. Filling that fourth zone nice and full all the way through. Good angle as well. Into that last zone and across the finish. Whoo, nice, man. Good driving. All right. DJ, that first zone on your... Ooh, man. That was sexy, dude. That was good, dude. That was just good all around. Hell yeah. Good driving, guys. Oh, dude. He was on the wall, dude. Like, that was so nice. And it was smooth, too, dude. Right? All right, judges are talking right now. And we got DJ moving on. That was a good one, though. Chris had some good driving there as well. Both drivers handled that one. All right, next up we have Alex and Vitaly. Alex in the lead, Vitaly in the chase. All right. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Alex coming out of the gate with the lead. Vitaly right there on his door in the transition. Alex filling that zone quite nicely all the way through. Vitaly with good proximity, matching that angle through that first zone, all the way through in that touch and go. Ooh, Alex nice and deep in that second zone with good angle all the way to the can, hitting that inside clipping point, coming to that fourth zone. Little shallow in the fourth zone, but good angle. Vitaly right there on his door all the way through the last zone and across the finish. Very nice. All right, guys. Drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Vitaly coming out of the gate with the lead this time. In that transition in the first zone, filling the zone quite nicely. Good angle. Oh, touching the wall right before he leaves that first zone. Alex playing a little bit of catch up in that, coming in that second zone. Vitaly, good angle through that second zone, coming into that inside clipping point into the fourth zone, filling the fourth zone really nicely. Alex right there on his door, coming through into that last zone and across the finish. Good job, guys. All right, judges are going to be talking for a second. That was a good run from both drivers. I like that you're both driving Sylvias, too. That was cool. I like that you're both driving Sylvias. Yeah. It's cool. You were both driving Sylvias, and me and Spencer were both driving Chasers. So that was cool. Somebody want to push the Hot Wheels over here? Who moved on that one? I did. Alex moves on. Hey, nice. Oh, Vitaly's wall tap in the first zone. Oh, man. It's all good. Little stuff like that. Good job still. Good job, guys. All right. And next up, we have James and Spencer. James in the lead. Spencer in the chase. Oh, you guys got a good song, too. I like this. Very 80s. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. James coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone. Super deep in that first zone, hitting the can. Spencer right there on his door into that touch and go, coming in that second zone. James nice and deep to that second zone. Good angle as well, hitting the can into that inside clipping point. Spencer right there on his door, though, into that fourth zone. Tiny little tap right before the fifth zone, though, from Spencer, but not bad. All the way across the finish. That was good. All right. Drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Spencer this time with the lead coming out of the gate. In that transition in the first zone. Good angle and filling that zone all the way through, but James right there on his door, matching that angle all the way through into the touch and go. Spencer filling the second zone really nice as well. Ooh, almost messing up into that inside clipping point, but keeping that tire in. James right there on his door, though, all the way through the 4th and 5th zone. Good job, guys. Good save, Spencer. That was Spencer. That was a good save. You kept it in. That was good. All right, James is moving on. Good job, guys. All right, next up we have Jake and Galen. All right, Jake in the lead, Galen in the chase.
While they're loading up their cars, just a reminder, this is the Oregon round 3, Oregon SDC round number 3, here at Drift PDX in Portland.
All
Oregon.
right. Drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Jake coming out of the gate with the lead and hitting that transition in the first zone, filling the zone with a nice angle all the way through. Galen right there on his door, though, all the way through to the end of the zone, hitting that touch and go into the second zone. Jake filling that zone, man. Good angle as well, but Galen right there knocking on his door all the way through into that inside clipping point. Jake filling that 4th zone into the transition into the 5th zone, and Galen right there on his door all the way through into the finish. Woo! All right. All right, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Galen this time coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone, but Jake right there on his door. Galen not quite filling that zone probably as much as he would like to. But Jake right there on his door all the way through into the second zone. Galen making up for that first zone, hitting that second zone very nicely all the way through. Oh, a little bit of contact there from Jake. Not sure if that's Galen's fault, though. Decelling right before that inside clipping point. Coming across the finish. Good job, guys. I have a feeling judges are going to have to look at that one to see if it was Galen that decelled right before the inside clipping point there that created the contact. I feel like I'd be a good judge. But I can't drive then. And I can't announce either. Like, yeah.
Looks like we're going to the cameras.
Huh? What did Adam say? Huh? What?
Well, I thought, yeah, they're going to the cameras.
Oh, yeah. Judges are going to the cameras right now. They're probably looking to, like I said, see about that. They're probably looking at the decel right before that inside clipping point, because it definitely looked like Galen decelled, and that's why Jake made the contact.
There might be some question over here in this clipping zone. I don't know which clipping zone that one is.
That is the second one.
That's the second clipping
Yep.
zone. Yeah. There could be some discrepancy about wheels out, 2 out. But it's hard. It's hard to see though.
Was it Galen or Jake that were 2 out? Or I'm gonna turn it off out there real quick. There we go. Yeah. So, which run are we talking about, and which driver? I turned it off. We're out there.
I
thought it was.
No, you are. Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, okay.
I didn't turn mine off.
Oh, good job. So yeah, I'm curious though. Oh, here we go. Okay, so
All right,
here we go. Yep, right there. I don't know. I mean,
it's just, as far as
Galen-
I can see, Jake is just too far forward,
yeah,
so couldn't scrub the speed.
that
fast
might.
enough.
Yeah, that might have been. He might have just boosted a little bit too much, trying to keep up with him. And I don't know. He
That's
slowed down a
hard.
little
Yeah,
bit,
that's
right?
hard to tell.
He did slow down probably look like right about there. I'm curious what they're gonna say, but it is. I mean, decels can be so quick you don't actually see it, right? So right there, he slowed down. That's where the contact was. So I think he did decel, to be honest with you, and Jake just was coming a little too hot, expecting him to keep moving.
Right, but is it like decel to the point where like it's
going? Yeah, I don't think. I mean, to be honest with you, he might not have deceled enough to where it's his fault. Yeah, Jake is pretty far inside still too.
Because I do imagine that if he were pushed back a little bit, he would have just like in that contact zone or that place of contact. If he were just out further, right? I think he would have just gently pushed into the side of Galen.
Yeah, he might, or he would have literally just tapped him. To be honest with you, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean,
yeah, Little Monkey's slow. Little Monkey's in chat slowed enough. He didn't make the next zone. That's true.
This is true. You are right. Yeah, he barely made the inside clipping point, and then he completely missed the fourth zone. You're correct. Yeah. Because to be honest with you, I mean, even with a bump or a push like that, you still would have been able to keep the momentum to hit that zone. So yeah, I mean, I watching it as I'm out there doing the announcing, I feel like he did slow down, and that's what made Jake hit him. But,
well, I think there are other parts of this run as well that would also be determinant.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with saying one more time at the same although I don't know, they have the cameras. They're really depending on the cameras now.
Yeah, and we are down to the final 8, top 8. Yeah, so we're at top 8 right now. So I mean,
I do feel like that this does elongate the process, like the whole competition process. But like I was trying to mention earlier, at least we're not California where like the competitions last hours and hours on end.
I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, we don't take forever. I mean, I like that the judges do take their time, but they're not in there for an hour, like actually, oh no, this and that. And yeah, it's like, no, dude.
So it looks like we got 2 people, Little Monkey and Dory Fudo, both in the slowed too much category.
I
you,
would
Jack?
agree.
Oh, actually, what you just saw there, that. So it looks
I
like
actually didn't
Galen.
watch that. I wasn't looking, so I'm very curious.
So I don't know if they're gonna go back to that last. Oh, do we have a decision? I don't. Well,
Nope.
they're not coming out.
I don't see the judges yet.
I think it's funny because it's the hidden room.
Right.
Like,
You
beyond
you don't know
Oh,
there's
they're
a
out.
room there. Oh,
I see Kayla.
yep. All right, I'm gonna turn my mic back on out here. All right. What do we got, guys? What do we got? Jake? All right. Okay, so judges are calling it on Jake. Galen is checking out the cameras right now because he's actually not 100% that he slowed down. But yeah, they are making the call that he's slowed down, and yeah, because he didn't even hit the fourth zone. It totally threw the line completely off. So I agree, he slowed down. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. He might be able to overturn the call. You never know. He's a pretty big dude.
Yeah, if you come to Drift PDX, right now for the past few months, last month, there's been a table full of stickers for all sorts. There's some cool car stickers, and there's some definitely some other stickers. Some that I wouldn't put on the stream. Some that I can't put on the stream. There you go.
So drivers are watching the cameras right now with the judges.
So I think they need to look at the other run too, where Galen's following. I gotta figure out if they can turn down the saturation or the exposure on that camera. It's so bright.
I was noticing that as well.
What a great looking track that we have, though. Check it out.
We do have a nice track, and I want to give a big thanks to Judson King, the owner of the track. And yeah, man, like if it wasn't for him, we would not have a track actually.
Yeah. Sole proprietor right there.
Yep. All right, judges are back out. All right, we're going to do it one more time. Running it one more time. Cool. All right, guys. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Jake coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone, filling that zone very nicely, running outside line all the way through. Galen right there on his door, coming out of that gate. Hey, whoo, bumper to bumper in that transition, though, hitting that second zone. Jake filling it really nice all the way through. Galen right there on his door, though. Looked like Galen might have dropped 2 tires in that inside clipping point, but not sure. Coming across that finish, very nice. Yeah, I like that door-to-door action there, though. That was good, man. All right, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Galen this time coming out of the gate with the lead. Hitting that transition in the first zone. Filling the zone nicely all the way through. Ooh, a little bit of bump on the wall, but not bad. Jake right there on his door all the way into that transition into the second zone. Galen filling that zone really nice. Into the inside clipping point. Very nice. Into that fourth zone. Jake right there on his door, though, all the way into the transition in the last zone and all the way across the finish. Very nice. All right, judges are going to talk for a second. That was a good run, guys. All right. Both drivers definitely much happier with that run.
Oh, no kidding, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what, though? That's what it's about. It's having fun, everybody just being happy. Like, yeah, it sucks sometimes when you don't agree with a call. I mean... but that's why we protest, and that's okay. Like it's perfectly fine. Did they make a call?
I don't know, Ben. Go find out.
Sorry, I'll be right back. Do we make a call? Do we make a call? Who's moving on? Jake's moving on. All right. Alex and James. All right, Alex in the lead. James in the chase. Yeah, Alex is like, I'm turning it on from now on. Oh, quick battery change.
Oh, I know, right?
All right. I love that body, man. It's still one of my favorite colors, like ever. All right, guys. We are getting down there to the last few drivers.
It's the final four.
Final four. All right. All right. So, Alex and James, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. We got Alex coming out of the gate, hitting that initiation in that first zone. Filling that zone nice, good angle all the way through. James right there on his door, bumper to bumper in the transition to that touch and go, hitting that second zone. Alex filling the zone really nice. A little shallow on the entry, but not too bad. In that inside clipping point, really nice. In that fourth zone, very deep all the way through. But James right there on his door all the way through that last zone. Woohoo! Very nice. Alex was really tight to that last zone, almost hitting that post. Yep, that bumper to bumper transition right here before the touch and go. That was nice, buddy. Oh, man. Jay, your front lip went right under his bumper. It was awesome. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Away for tone. All right, here we go. James coming out of the gate with the lead this time. In the transition into that first zone. James super deep through that zone, but Alex right there on his door, matching angle all the way through, hitting that touch and go into the second zone. James filling that second zone all the way through. Alex coming, doing a little bit of catch up, hitting that inside clipping point into the fourth zone. Good angle from both drivers in that last zone all the way across the finish. Very nice. James filling the zones very deep. All right, it's going to be a close one. What do you think, Adam?
I was busy looking at cameras.
It's cool. All right. Good job, guys. Good driving from both of you. Oh, judges are going to the cameras.
What are you thinking, Ben?
James.
You're thinking James?
Yeah, it was good driving for both drivers, but yeah, James definitely had it. It was just
This is such a
he filled the zones a little bit better at a little bit better angle. His chase was just a little tighter.
This is such a different drive from what we saw from Alex earlier.
Yeah, it was definitely his gyro. And right before this run, he was like, "Give me my car. I'm gonna turn it on." He also changed his battery out, so he has a fresh battery in there and whatnot. Did not leave the track, of course, which is, that's the rule. His car doesn't leave the track, but you can change the battery. So, yep. Hopefully, that was just the issue. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not a Futaba guy, but I've driven with 550 before. I had a chassis that I bought, came with a 550. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I sold it, but I know how temperamental it is compared to like the V4 I have.
You also need the ecosystem. Like, as much as you can set up a 550 without like a Futaba radio, you still need the Futaba radio to be able to really hone it in. That makes sense. Yeah, and I don't run any of that stuff. I'm mostly hobby wing. I run a Fly Sky GT5 radio, and I always have. I've been drifting for over 5 years now, and I've always used the same radio. Oh, we have life.
All right. I will be back. All right. He's like, I see it. Who are we giving it to? James. All right, James. Good job, guys. I was gonna say that was good driving from both of you guys. Yeah. Not yet, but yeah, you're. All right, next up we have Jake and DJ. Jake in the lead, DJ in the chase.
Lean machine.
Alex, you hit my bumpers. Hey. I mean, it's S14 and S13, so front and rear. Hey, they're both S chassis, so. Ooh, Jake doing a Bernie. Oh shit! Oh shit! Jake did a burnout. There you go. DJ can do a small burnout now too. All right, we're fair. We're fair and square. All right. Yep. Always got. I like DJ's little ones. Oh All right, here we go. Jake in the lead, coming out of the gate. In that first transition, all the way through the zone, nice and deep. Good angle all the way through as well, but DJ right there bumping her bumper in the transition, hitting that touch and go. Jake nice and deep all the way through that second zone. Good angle as well. DJ was a little shallow on the chase in that second zone, but made up for it in the inside clipping point. In that fourth zone and the last zone, all the way across the finish, man. DJ was just eating that door across the line. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. DJ coming out of the gate with the lead, hitting that transition in the first zone, hitting the can. Ooh, and DJ just rubbing that wall all day through that first zone. Jake right there on his door, though, in that transition, coming through that second zone. Both just a gnarly angle all the way through that second zone into the inside clipping point. Hitting that fourth zone. Both drivers gnarly all the way through into the last zone, all the way across the finish. Woo! I'm getting tired. Good driving, guys. All right, judges are going to the cameras. All right, not sure. I'm getting tired. Thank God we're almost at the end.
To the cameras.
The cameras, dude. I like the fact that you can see my truck and trailer right there. Yeah, that's my cool Comanche.
Oh shoot, we're probably having like weird audio right now.
Yeah.
Or
Just use the truck to clean the track. I agree with that. It'd be cool. I can make one. That wouldn't be hard. Just make a rig to put on the hitch to the back of the truck and just drag a mop around the track.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm gonna do that and just surprise Judd with it and give it to him. Be like, there. Here's my radio for my truck. Have fun. It's got a 2-speed trans in it.
Hey chat, if you're listening right now, do you hear like a weird echo or an audio right now? I forgot that the track audio wasn't on, so I just turned that on.
That's good.
That's good.
Yes.
Well, unless it's bad. Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. All good here. Huh.
Okay, maybe I'll ask this again in like a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's doable.
It's doable.
No.
I hope my commentary has gotten a little bit better. I feel like I'm talking a little bit better and not fumbling over my words as much today.
Okay.
And I'm keeping my enthusiasm.
double 2. It's double. Okay. So track audio is off now. So maybe I'll just keep it like that. That means I gotta figure that out. Or at least I gotta... Well, yeah, because I turned it off, Dorito.
All right, I see a
Sorry,
judge
Dorito.
out there. What are we doing? I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Turn me back on. Thank you, sir. Oh. Looks like we're looking at contact. They're looking for contact, apparently. Hi, Mitch. How you doing, buddy? Just chilling back there behind Adam with his cool jacket on. That looks like it's really, really, really warm, but it's not. It's super light.
Well, it's also hilarious, right? Because we're in late June.
Dude, it feels like fall outside right
Yeah.
now. What the hell?
What? It's 55 degrees.
Bipolar Pacific Northwest. This is bipolars. It's people.
What time did our last competition end?
Our last one was pretty quick, actually, if I remember right. It wasn't a lot of people. I think we were done by like 8.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What time
Hey.
is it now?
Hey, do you want to do our IRCDF? Like announce our IRCDF?
Yeah, actually, we were talking about that last time. It was kind of boring without like,
it.
yeah.
Oh no.
So-
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, because I even asked Judd actually. Well, I got here and it's like, hey, do you have a microphone and like speaker? And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, that sucks. So yeah, he's like, you can yell, and I was like, no, dude, I'm good. I know I can get loud sometimes when I get enthusiastic, but no.
Well, what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and leave this microphone and the speaker left, and probably this because we've taped down a lot of cabling.
Cool. That'd be awesome. I would just show Judd how to work it. I mean, I kind of know how to work PA mixing stuff. I've
Well, I
been
think
doing
I'll
it
be
my whole
here,
life,
like,
but you know.
I just didn't know what the first one was gonna do. Like,
Yeah, I
didn't know
mean,
where I
it was
gonna go.
kind of fun. I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of fun drifting for money. I don't think they're coming out. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Okay. Hold on one sec.
we see life.
All right. What do you guys say? Oh. All right, guys. Jake is going to take it purely off fluidity. Good driving from both DJ and Jake. Next up, we are going to have Alex and DJ, I believe, right? Or
Yeah, DJ and Alex.
yeah, it's DJ and Alex. DJ in the lead, Alex in the chase. DJ, you lead. Oh yeah, well I hope you have a good rest of your night and safe drive, buddy. See you later, man.
Just for reference, here's where we're at. We are in the third place match right now. DJ versus Alex. DJ is going to be leading. Alex following first. And then the final bout, Jake and
All right,
James.
guys. We all good to go. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. All right, wait for zone. All right, here we go. We got DJ coming out of the gate. big transition into that first zone. Nice angle all the way through, filling that entire zone. Alex right there on his bumper, though, in that transition. Woo! Alex coming in hot on that second zone. DJ, though, hitting that second inside clipping point very, very big. Oh, little too snappy from DJ in that transition. Almost stalled it, but good save. Good driving from both drivers. All right, drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Alex this time with the initiation coming out of the gate in that first zone. Good angle from Alex, filling that zone really nice all the way through, but DJ right there on his door, bumper to bumper in the transition. Touching. Oh no, Alex with a little bit too much momentum into that second zone, throwing it out. Finishing out their run, coming across the finish. All right, good job, guys. Sometimes we just get a little bit too much momentum. DJ's calling himself 2 out as well, so they're gonna run it back. Hell yeah, good job, guys. I'm gonna say we all you sometimes get a little bit too much momentum and slide. That corner's gnarly. Yeah, you could carry a lot of momentum, a lot of speed coming out of this straight, and if you just give it a little too much throttle, and you're gone, dude. All right, drivers ready, judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. DJ coming out of the gate again with the initiation into that first zone. Big angle, rubbing that wall all the way through that first zone. Alex coming through that touch and go, throwing it into the second zone, playing a little bit of catch up on his chase. DJ, nice angle all the way through that second zone, snapping it through that transition into the inside clipping point into that fourth zone. Alex right there on his door, though, coming through that last zone. Very nice. Let DJ line it up a little bit better. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. This time we got Alex coming out of the gate with the initiation in that first zone. Oh, very nice angle from Alex all the way through that first zone. Good transition. Oh no, Alex loses his front end, unfortunately, coming into that second zone. It completely washed out. It happens, though. Sometimes you lose grip from in your front end, and there's just no saving it. Good driving from both drivers, though. Good job, buddy. We all know how that feels. Front end sucks. No matter what car you drive, once you lose your front end, go on, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel Alex's pain on that one. Once you lose your front end, it's gone. You have no grip whatsoever. There's no saving it 90% of the time. So felt his frustration on that one. So right. All right, here we go. Let's see. We have. Oh, what did you do? Uh-oh, DJ totaled Chris's car. All right. Jake and James for first and second. All right, both drivers do a burnout. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, drivers ready. Judges ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. Jake coming out of the gate. That initiation in the first zone, but James right there on his door, matching that angle all the way through that zone, but Jake filling that first zone completely with really good angle, hitting that second zone again, filling the entire zone. Good angle all the way through it into that inside clipping point. James a little too far inside on that inside clipping point, though. Not sure if he went out. Good angle from Jake all the way through to the finish, though. Very nice. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. Wait for tone. All right, here we go. James this time coming out of the gate with that in the lead, hitting that initiation in the first zone. Good angle all the way through that first zone, filling it all the way through as well. Jake, though, right there on his bumper in the transition, door to door through that first zone and second zone, matching angle. Big angle from James in that inside clipping point, but Jake right there, matching angle, door to door through that that fourth and fifth zone, all the way across the finish. Hell yeah. Good driving, guys. Judges are going to go to the cameras real quick. That was a good one, guys. All right. Good driving, guys. Yeah, gotta get a picture of the first and second place car real quick at the start line.
To the cameras.
That was good. It's always a good battle between James and Jake. Both really, really good drivers.
It was definitely tight. Initial observations, I do think that James has like the faster car, to be honest.
He did, to be honest with you. But if you notice, though, James did in that first zone, his chase was very shallow. He was very inside.
And that was both of them, really.
Were
like,
they? But I didn't see
like-
Jake. That I wasn't paying attention as well. I'll admit that I wasn't paying to Jake's chase as well through the first zone. That's it, though.
That's how it's been for most of the tandems here. Like first zone has always been a shallow follow. I was talking to Chris about that, and it's just like how much do you want to kind of send it versus kind of like edge in.
One also, it's that first zone that everyone kind of plays it safe because you don't want to screw up right out the gate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and it's easy because you're not getting a lot of momentum coming out of the gate into that first zone. All right, I'm gonna get out there real quick. All right, guys. What are we doing? All right, we're gonna wait to call first, second, and third real quick. All right. So if we can get DJ, James, Jake, and who is the fourth driver? And Alex. All right, guys. So, third place. Oh, TQ. Sorry. Yeah. Who's TQ? Jake got TQ. All right. And third place, we have DJ. All right. And first place, we have Jake. All right. Good job, Jake. That means James is second. Good job, everybody that drove today. Everybody did amazing. It was a good day of driving. Good day of announcing for me. I had fun. Yeah. All right, guys. And that is round 3 of SDC at Drift PDX here in Portland, Oregon. All right, everybody give everybody a hand real quick, but everybody give Judd a hand, please, for putting this on for us and having a track for us to drive at. Thank you, Judd, for doing this all the time for us, dude. All right. I think we're all done. What's up, Vitaly?
Hey, Ben, come here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Let's close this out.
Okay, go ahead and turn it off out there. All right. That was fun. Good round.
Great round.
Yeah, no, it went really smooth. I like the fact that we did have a couple of protests. That was nice. Legitimate protests as well. No bickering, no complaining. Drivers just thought they did better, and that's fine. Like, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, well, let's see. This is the first time that we've had the camera system. Well, not the first time that we've had the camera system, but the camera system was active with us being able to see it, like, not in a weird way,
Yeah.
right?
Also, a cool thing today, a lot of people don't know, but we had people here from Canada, Seattle, people down
They already
from-
know it, Ben.
Well, I'm telling you, okay? But it was cool. It's cool. No, it's nice having people here from other places, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, it just makes the driving a little more fun because we all drive different depending on where you're from. Like, we really have different styles.
Well, let's see. For Canada, Afro was even here. He wasn't driving, though.
So, cool part is, when I got into drift 5 years ago, I was curious about tuning because I've known suspension tuning from racing real cars when I was younger, but never did drift tuning. I had no idea about suspension tuning for drift.
Yeah,
So I looked up YouTube videos.
And you found Afro.
His popped up, dude, and I watched him, and I thought they were so cool. And yeah, dude, to be able to meet him, I'm just like, it's cool, man.
Yeah, like legend, right?
Yeah, dude, for real.
Oh, that camera. Jeez. So we got to thank the wifey, Crystal. She is doing all the camera work.
Yeah, Adam's wife is awesome. She's the one that mans the camera that follows the cars around the track the whole time. Like, thank you very much. Seriously, like, we appreciate you. Hey, we're not. No one's perfect. We all mess up. Like, it's all good. But we appreciate you doing that because, yeah, it allows Adam to sit here the whole time and talk to people. So, yeah,
Well, honestly, I kind of miss doing the camera part.
yeah,
Like, because, like, it's, you know how drifting is art? Following a car is
No.
art.
I mean, a lot of people know that I like taking pictures and video as well, and like, so I feel that it's fun. It really is. Like, just making videos of the cars and stuff, putting a camera on one of the cars and chasing them. That's one of my favorite things to do, or in the car, like any of that. Yeah, it's fun. So I totally understand that.
For sure, for sure. All right, let's see how many people are watching still. I don't know. Only 13. Ha ha ha.
Everybody bailed. Everyone's like, all right, it's over. Bye.
Well, you know what probably happened is everyone here was watching the stream.
Most likely. Yeah. Yeah, we're a bunch of nerds that like to watch ourselves. That's kind of weird.
Oh, actually, speaking of weird, I did see like the whole thing. Like, I was trying to stream at 10 megabits per second. Oh, hey Quinn, what's up? You're not here. You should be up here. Spencer's. Well, yeah, you're up here. You need to be up here.
I was gonna say, I was just talking to Quinn today, or was it today or yesterday? I don't remember. But yeah, we were talking about a body.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but yeah. So I was trying to stream at like 10 megabits per second, and it was like doing the same crap that was happening at PDX.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm like, why? I can do that like perfectly fine at home, but I don't know. Like I pushed it down to 9 megabits per second, and now it's perfect. Like, perfect stream. No drop frames.
Who knows? It's weird.
All right, you guys.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Yep. Just a preview. It is Josh with Ideal Auto Factory on Thursday night stream. That's Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Should be fun. We should be seeing some, well, have a good time. It's just a great time.
I say thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me chatter away. I hope I'm getting better, to be honest with you. I'm trying.
You are. You are.
All right, guys. I gotta pack up and get home to my kid, and my dog. Yeah. So y'all have a great one, and we'll see you later.
Later.